this part of my life, this little part, is called happiness.
Last fall, Will Smith was nominated for an Academy Award for his role in The Pursuit of Happyness, portraying Chris Gardner, a once homeless father who found his way to a job and financial security through sheer determination. But that wasn't the only feel-good story on the set. While on break filming in a convenience store, director Gabriel Muccino needed someone to play the cashier when he spots Peter in a crowd of extras. Moments later, Peter was face-to-face with Hollywood legend Will Smith. But what happens next will shock you.
30, 40, 50. Anything else?
Normally, extras are no more than furniture and treated as such. But Peter's improvised line of, "You need anything else?"
Anything else?
Nothing.
Anything else?
Nothing.
so impressed the director that it made the final cut of the movie, and journeyman actor and temporary worker Peter Mussad would finally get his break. But in Hollywood, things are never as they seem. We caught up with Peter to hear his entire incredible story firsthand.
We were in a convenience store and Will grabbed a power bar. And, I thought the scene was over, so I asked if he wanted something else, like if he needed anything else.
You need anything else? The line.
Yes, yeah. Like a drink, because they can be pretty dry.
Movie stars?
No, power bars. Well, I guess the microphone was still on, so they used it.
Movie magic.
Movie magic? Movie something.
How did you prepare for the role?
I worked as a cashier for a year.
For a whole year, you worked in a convenience store. Just to get ready for this role, just in case it was your time.
Well, I was already working there. A lot of the ladies like to come and get their vitamin water from there.
You need anything else? That line, what's that mean to you?
The line, that's it.
You need anything else?
If we stopped the interview now, this would be the feel-good story of the year. But what Peter told us next shocked us to the very core.
That I didn't get credit for. I never received credit for being in that movie.
We asked Peter to watch the closing credits one more time, and as the cast of characters rolls down the screen, Peter and I relive his own personal agony as the names scroll from Will Smith on down to Pizza Son, Brandon Deadweiler, and no sign of Peter Mussad.
Peter, tell us about that day.
Opening night, Christmas night, I brought my friends and family, flew them in from New Jersey, and we stayed to the end when the credits rolled, and I was not listed in said credits.
So a movie that's all about never giving up. The power of the human spirit. Never letting anything stop in the way of your goals, no matter how desperate your situation is. The movie that says there's no dream that's too impossible, in effect, crushed your dreams.
That's right, yeah.
Mr. Mussad, what do you think Chris Gardner would have to say about all this? The character that Will Smith plays in the film is based on a real man, a real human being who suffered and was homeless.
Damn, that's tough.
Mr. Mussad, think of all the work you've done all the years, all the standing around like a piece of furniture in small independent films. Your only 2 credits are as a monitor man and a keg man in 2 films. And now you get your big break. Your big break, you're standing there doing a scene mano a mano, as you said, with a big-time A-list movie star. You're in a scene with Will Smith, and poof! Hollywood decides that you don't belong, that they don't want any part of you, that your credits aren't worth their time or their money. How does that make you feel?
Like many geniuses, Mr. Mussad quickly vacillates between order and mayhem, genius and incoherence.
Where's my money at?
Go on.
The other clerk guy was. The Indian guy, but I wasn't.
The Indian that Mr. Mussad refers to is Keith Stevenson. We know this from his credit as Indian grocery clerk. Ditto for check cashing clerk Arbin Kumanar. These were the only scenes in the movie for both these gentlemen. No longer able to control his emotions, Mr. Mussad lashes out.
Maybe I need to talk like this to get credit. Oh, I'm big Will Smith, I have big car.
If you could say one thing to Will Smith right now, what would it be?
Well, let's see. How about the bag of ants was ridiculous?
What else would you say?
Look, I know I'm not Will Smith, but I opened and closed that scene.
And so we close this sad scene. For Peter, this means another lonely bus ride home. As for Will Smith, he has a new movie coming out, for which he was paid a reported $20 million.